Hey everybody, this is my 55-gallon tank, and tonight we're getting a pretty good look at my South American Bumblebee Catfish. It doesn't come out very often, but this evening it's actually lying out in front of the mouth of its cave, and judging by the pile of rope it's got coiled up out front, I'm assuming it's probably a very deep cave. So we're going to get to see it swim around in just a little bit, which again is very unusual, and we're going to see how ungraceful, I guess, would be what I would say when I see this fish swim. It just sort of lumbers around, kind of flails about. It's not very... See, it just crashed into the rocks right there. Made a wrong turn, not really sure where it's going. So I don't know if they don't have very good eyesight or what the deal is. I know they're mostly nocturnal and they're very reclusive. I've had this one for years and we never saw it. This is actually more video or more camera time on this video than I've gotten in the entire, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 years that I've owned this fish. I did have it in another tank, and it just stayed in its cave all the time. It never came out, not even at feeding. And when we got video of it, it was usually just a little glimpse of its nose or something sticking out. So tonight is a nice little treat to get to see it swimming around the tank a little bit. Now this is a fairly large high-finned spotted pleco is the name I bought it under, and when this fish swims around, it moves like a shark. It's graceful and just glides through the water. I've also got a striped Raphael, Platydoris, and it moves the same way, just glides through the water. And when we watch this fish, it just sort of fumbles around. It's not very graceful at all. I find that really interesting. And I'm saying this, of course, because this is the most I've ever really seen it swim around the tank, other than some panicked dashing around during water changes or when I was trying to catch it or something like that. As far as natural behavior, it's just unusual to see it swimming around the tank like this. It spent a fair amount of time just kind of hiding behind the piece of woodwork right there, but I was able to get a little bit of video of it swimming around. As far as its diet, anything that goes onto the bottom of the tank seems to be good. I put algae wafers in there, I put shrimp pellets in there, of course flake food and everything always settles to the bottom, and yes, it will certainly eat any fish that are small enough to fit in its mouth, and that's probably larger than you would think judging by how small the fish is. The whole entire front end of that fish opens up like a cavern, and it can swallow quite large fish, so something like a neon or a guppy or something like that would make a small snack for this fish. So I would definitely not try to keep it with anything too small. Otherwise, it's not aggressive. It may be territorial towards its own or something like that. I'm not too sure about its behavior in those regards. But all in all, it's a neat little fish. It's just very reclusive. So if you don't mind that aspect of it, then I would certainly recommend getting it. So there you go. There's a quick look at it. Those are 1-inch markings if you want to try to get an idea of how big that pleco is or how big the catfish is. So I'm going to say thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure you're subscribed. I'll see you real soon in the next one.